will enjoy what I play.
Yeah, might as well. You're absolutely right.
I also love the fact that she has this leg bandage, not a single stain of blood on it at all. She got stabbed through the leg, and yet she's not bleeding from it. And so we get the Kalina Ann.
How lovely.
So, and actually, so fun fact, because people are going to mention this if I don't mention, we actually did hear her name. Her name is Mary. So if you remember when we watched that last cutscene when he's like, "Don't be a bad girl, Mary."
Oh, I completely forgot about that.
That's her name, but
I haven't had
the series, she's known as Lady.
I haven't had a chance to watch the videos from our last recording session yet, like I was telling you.
Well, technically, this cutscene isn't up yet. It's going to be uploaded in the next couple of days, but I'm just bringing that up to you because this is going to come later. And so at that point, yeah, he said, "Don't be a bad girl, Mary." That's her name, but again, as far as series continuity is concerned, her name is Lady.
Is Lady, okay.
So, yeah, I cut you off on your question, so do you want to elaborate on the anime club and also, or you kind of already did.
Well, yeah, so, like, I answered the very last question, so yes, like, thanks to Alex and a few other club members, I was able to be introduced to other anime.
Yeah.
Because at the time, I was just more like Gun-Ho, Naruto, Bleach, Full Metal Alchemist, and then I got introduced to a lot of other series, different kind of genres within the manga world. And
I know a lot of gateway drugs you weren't introduced to, if Alex, because I think that you've said Alex was in charge.
Yeah,
so,
he was the club
nothing
president.
Nothing against Alex, but there's a lot of really good anime that I know he didn't introduce you to. Cough, beat up, cough, cough.
What was another? I'm forgetting a few of the questions. I think one of them he asked me was, what was the purpose of the club?
What did you guys do as an anime club? Did you just come together and talk about your favorite anime, or did you actually encourage each other, like a book club, to watch certain specific series?
I would say it was a mixture of both. I know that...
Sorry, I'm going to cut you off just one more time, but
okay.
The reason I am is because this sword actually has meaning in the series. It is the Sword of Sparta.
Oh, okay.
And
is he releasing the seal right now?
He's releasing the seal right now.
Okay.
But also unlocking the weapon, so to speak, because like any other devil arm, it does have like a secondary form and use. We actually don't see this weapon ever again. The first time we ever saw it was in the first Devil May Cry.
Okay.
Where we actually saw its true form unlocked. And its true form, badass. At least as far as Devil May Cry is concerned.
That's pretty sweet.
But yeah, it's just pivotal in that regard. This is the Sword Sparta. And now, so the other thing I'm going to point out is we actually had a mission that as the objective asked us to stand up for our beliefs, and now we have Confront Your Shadow. So... Continue on with the anime club, my friend.
So, yeah, I would say it was a mixture between talking, like, kind of making it like a book club, and also we watched a lot of different anime as well. Of course, like for any high school club, there was a teacher that had to moderate and, be there.
And had to kind of represent your club, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, there were times where he was like, no, we're turning this off. Like, sorry, but this is... Like, you all could watch, like, I don't care what you all watch on your free time, but it ain't being played while you're on school property. So
you know what? Considering a lot of the anime that I know Alex might have recommended, that might have been a good idea.
Yeah. And so it was just a nice way to get together with people who had the same general interests as you did and kind of, like, escape high school life.
So you would consider yourself like a hardcore anime fan?
Back then, yeah. I've definitely gone away from the genre. I'm like, if I went to Anime Bonsai this year, which I haven't been to one in like forever, I wouldn't be upset. I think I actually would have a lot of fun because I still appreciate the anime culture and the manga culture.
Sure.
And I still love talking about Naruto and Bleach and Full Metal Alchemist. I mean, that's just part of me. It's just part of my general interests, but I don't really go out of my way to really watch anime anymore.
Yeah.
And the only manga I really read is Bleach.
That's kind of a sad reality for me too. I don't actively go around looking for anime to watch.
I mean,
unless if it's got the word Gundam in it, then I do. But,
I mean, reckon a lot of the reviews that Alex has done has got me interested and like wanting to pick it up again, especially a lot of the shows that he's been reviewing on his channel, which you guys should go check it out because he puts a lot of effort and work into his reviews and his videos, and I mean, he definitely deserves.
Well, I mean, when you see clips of me, I mean, he has to tolerate me for a good amount of time. So.
Alex is really, really good at what he does, so I mean, I could totally understand why he was club president when I had joined the club.
Well, if for no other reason, then one of the reasons I like watching the Shadow Blazer 3000 reviews is, in some cases, like, when it comes to popular anime like Full Metal Alchemist and Bleach and things like that, he always usually comes in from a different perspective, like where insert anime reviewer here buys into the hype. He won't necessarily do that. And
yeah,
so
he has.
That's where I think he benefits the community in that regard.
Yeah, it's actually quite remarkable how unbiased he can be towards those very popular.
Which is why I told him to pick these series up, because and it's not just because I want him to be able to watch it so I can talk about it with him. It's because I know that he's going to bring in a fresh new perspective on it, and he refuses.
Alex, just do it for the love of God.
Nike logo, just do it. Just do it.
We're not endorsed by Nike.
No, we're not. I wish we were. I really wish we were. I know that there are some League of Legends teams that are endorsed by Nike now.
You know, I would not be upset if somebody were to sponsor me. Like, if there's anybody out there who wants to sponsor me, like, go to my YouTube channel. You'll find my business email.
Dude, to this day, I still am trying to find... I'm still working things out for, like, a Geek News sponsor.
Oh, that would be sick.
Because, like, ever since last year's Comic-Con, I try to work out some specific deals. They kind of pan through just because, you know, people want, like, a certain amount of viewership and a certain amount of subscribers. And,
yeah.
And unfortunately, we're not there yet. We continue to grow, but we're not there yet. But it's one of those things where I would love to have a sponsorship from, like, Loot Crate or Crunchyroll or something like that.
Oh my gosh, if Loot Crate were to sponsor us, I will gladly do an unboxing video every month.
I'd join you in it. I would join you, and then I would lament because all of the t-shirts are so awesome and I can't fit into them.
Did you see my unboxing for the 1UP April box?
Yes, I did.
Oh man, I had a few coworkers watch that too, and they were like, "You were so cute." They're just like how excited you were when you opened it and were looking through everything, and I was like, I was sincerely so happy about all the stuff I had gotten. In fact, my Ant-Man drawstring bag, it actually ripped, like the bottom ripped open when I was at Universal Studios.
Oh.
Yeah, I was really, really upset, but I bought a Gryffindor drawstring bag. Just because, like, I've taken the Pottermore sorting quiz,
yeah.
and I'm a Gryffindor. That's what the house I'm sorted into. So, I mean, I'm really, really sad because I loved my Ant-Man bag, and I knew the material was cheap, and I wouldn't have it for, like, I knew it would break eventually. It just made me sad that it broke as quickly as it did.
Yeah. No, I would be exactly there too.
So in that moment, I didn't really have a choice. I looked at my sister, and I was like, I have to buy a new bag. Like, I don't have a choice right now because I have to carry stuff today. And it was still really, really early in our, at us being at the theme park. So, I mean, I dropped $25, but
yeah.
I mean, at least I'm just glad I didn't lose my wallet. That was the only, like, wait, what the heck? Are we fighting Jester again? Oh, hey, guy.
We might be. Or we're probably fighting an Echo.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Because
remember, Arkham is off in
because this little battle area looks very familiar to the first time we fought him. So, what were the other questions?
So another question that actually did get brought up is actually a question regarding your high school life, which is,
oh my gosh.
So if you could classify yourself as, you know, the usual stereotypes of middle school and high school, what would you put yourself into?
I would say,
and I should probably say this, geek does not count. They actually want you to, like, say if you were part of the drama club nerds or something like that.
I was in choir.
Okay.
And at my high school, they had a literary art magazine, and I was the editor for the magazine.
Oh wait, did you graduate from Alta?
Yeah.
So at that point, were you dealing with Winkleman at that time?
No, I was dealing with Carter and Dolly.
Okay, good, because I would have horrible things to say about Winkleman.
Yeah, so you know about Euphony then?
What was that?
Euphony, that's the title of the magazine.
Oh, you're talking about the Alta magazine?
Yeah, the literary
I
art.
read it occasionally. Like, I didn't have a subscription, if that's what you're asking.
Okay, yeah, yeah, I actually have won a few awards for some writing pieces that I published in that magazine. A lot of people don't notice about me, but I actually really, really love to write. I have a notebook that I carry around with me whenever I get ideas for just like books or stories that I could write. I write them down and I revisit them in case I get the urge to write something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool.
A few people have asked me if I would want, like, just like friends, or if I've ever been on dates. If I've ever been on dates, what the hell? When I am on dates, I've been asked, you know, would you like to do something in the video game industry? And I've stated that I would actually like to write stories for video games. Pretty much like introduce new IPs and new franchises. If I had the opportunity to do that, I would, oh my gosh, I would be very, very, very happy.
You know what? I'm kind of in there too. Like, if I could actually do that, like, for at least one game, I would be ecstatic about it. Or if I could at least voice somebody in a game, that would be awesome.
Yeah, I
mean,
mean,
it doesn't even have to be popular. I don't care.
So I've been actually taking a look at a lot of these like indie developers to see if they have like job openings, just so that I could try to like weasel my way in there and be like, you know what, I have writing talent. I've been awarded. I'm a fair, decent writer. I would love to be part of your writing staff and your writing team to create new IPs, new franchises for that your company can create video games from, and like make sequels and stuff like that, because I have like so many different ideas in my head and just stuff that I've written down that I actually wouldn't mind watching become a video game and being able to play myself.
Yeah.
And watching people review that as well too. So,
well, I can do it. I can tell you that much.
So I mean, if that day comes, it would be awesome and I would absolutely love it. But I mean, as of right now, I'm working towards getting a master's degree in social work. So, and I will have a minor in English when I graduate with my bachelor's degree. So, I mean, that's how much I love English. It's just the linguistical side of me. So I definitely was the literary arts / artsy type of kid in high school. I was the type of kid who was trying to show how masculine and straight he was, even though it was very, very obvious that I am not straight in any sense of the word.
Sorry. Stupid freaking Jester.
Jester, I love you, man, but I mean, this isn't working out for me.
No, it really isn't. But then again, I already know it's not you. I'm like really. This is the part that frustrates me. I'm really close to having him dead, and yet
it just hasn't happened yet. I hate that.
Well, and I just keep on knocking the sliver off of his life.
That's so frustrating. I hate that. I just hate when there are boss battles like that. It just makes me. I just sit there and I'm just like,
there we go.
Freaking finally.
You died to Ebony and Ivory. How should you feel about that?
I mean, the only way to die. He just took it right up there. One after another.
And yet he still spanked it.
He was probably sandwiched. Let's be style level up. Ah!
Swordmaster, level 3. So, next question that we have. So yeah, you're pretty much the writer, the singer, and all of that fun stuff. Crap. What was the next one? There. Sorry, give me a second to get a drink
Oh no, you're good.
and figure that stuff out. So the other one, actually more anime related again. What would be your recommended gateway anime drug? Like what if you were recommending to a friend, you need to pick up this anime series and here's why? What would it be?
I feel like this is like kind of a cliche answer, but I would say Naruto, only because it's one of not the oldest like series out there.
Yeah.
And one, it's like it's one of the oldest out there. It's been it's completed, so you could easily just like read it all in one, well, maybe not all in one sitting, but at least you don't have to worry about weekly installments because it's completed. And it's just one of those it just has like a really, really good story. Naruto was my first manga, my first anime. It's what got me started into anime and manga and reading different stories, being introduced to other, like, it helped introduce me to other series such as Full Metal Alchemist and Bleach and Zombie Powder and Fruits Basket and etc, etc, etc. So I would recommend Naruto. It's a classic, and if you haven't had a chance to be a part of that, to have been a part of that hype, then I would recommend to go ahead and do it now, since you can start and finish it without having to wait for any story installments.
No, both Naruto and Shippuden are finished, aren't they, anime-wise?
I know manga, yes. Anime, I'm not sure. I would imagine it is by this point.
Okay. So Naruto would be that one, but you keep on bringing up Full Metal Alchemist. So I'm going to add a question, because I like to ask this at least with fellow FMA fans. Original or Brotherhood, which one is better to you?
Like the anime?
Yeah.
I've watched all of the original, and I haven't gotten around to watching any. I mean, like, I've watched some of Brotherhood, but just not all the way through.
Yeah.
Or anything that's new. But I actually really, really enjoy Brotherhood a lot better. I feel like they were able to stick to the story, and I felt like it was just better.
See, that's kind of my viewpoint too, is like I still love 2003 version, but I always have to go back to Brotherhood. Brotherhood told the legitimate manga story, and I found that story to be at least a little bit more powerful, and also some of the conclusions that they came to, I was more happy with.
A lot more reasonable. Yeah. Because the final chapter of Full Metal Alchemist, when it was published, actually was published the first month I was in the MTC, the Missionary Training Center. So I had to wait 2 years to figure out how the manga ended.
Ouch.
When I realized that when I came home, I was just like, you gotta be kidding me. I was so mad.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, my anger subsided because I was like, I didn't know. I was doing something else. Like, it was on the back burner, and I took it off and I finished it.
And it was going to be there when you got back.
Exactly. So I mean, I was 2 years late in finding out how it all came together in the end. But I mean, it's whatever. That was like 4 years ago.
Exactly.
Holy crap. That was 4 years ago tomorrow.
No.
Whoa. I've been home for 4 years.
I'm not going to ask if you feel old.
I do.
Because you probably do.
Yeah, like, the amount of time that I've been home, I could have served like 2 missions back to back. That's how long it's been. That is so weird. Holy shit. Wow.
Well, it's one of those things where I still have to be kind of baffled at my own age. It sucks too.
I don't even want to think about it right now. But anyway, yeah, I've been home for my mission 4 years. By the time you all are probably listening to me saying this, it's going to be way after June 1st. But yeah, I came home for my mission June 1st, 2012. And I still miss it.
I'd just like to point out that, for the record, I am not hurt enough, because how dare I just use one combo on my doppelganger.
How dare you, Adam?
I'm good. I'll stop doing that now.
How dare you? I'm so disappointed in you. Like, I just don't even know what to say to you anymore.
I know, right? I mean, we might as well just stop this LP because you're just never gonna be impressed by me anymore.
Okay, so with that being said, thank you so much for watching, guys. This has been Gaming with the Geeks. My name is Brinton. Subscribe to my channel. I'm just kidding.
No, we're good.
Not about the subscribing part. Subscribe, damn it.
There we go. Subscribe, damn it.
I'll love you though if you do.
Yeah.
I have fun content.
No, you definitely do. You have a lot of good Let's Plays. In fact, I still mock my wife for not watching your Minish Cap playthrough.
My Minish Cap playthrough pretty much was just me getting lost the entire time.
But you know what? I'm fine with.
Because I mean, like, let's not, because it's just like, yeah, let's start by playing a blind Let's Play as your first Let's Play on your reboot of your
even better,
YouTube
it's
career.
One of the open world Zeldas.
Oh yeah,
Like you can literally get lost.
which I did a lot.
Is this actually where I get the Quicksilver one? Oh yeah, so this is actually an ability you can get. It's the doppelganger style, which actually lets you split off and have a doppelganger help you out.
That's super cool.
But I prefer the Sword Master just because
Right, that's what you were saying.
that, and I love doing this. How can you not like doing this?
Oh, that's actually kind of cool.
Let's see. So the next question that we actually need to get into is more of a game-related question.
Okay.
And this one is going to need a little bit... So you watched Gerard the Completionist, right?
Occasionally.
I don't know if we've asked this question before, but I'm going to ask it again, and people will let me know if I have. But, so, have you heard the whole concept that, like, his last ever Let's Play is going to be Donkey Kong Country 2? Because that's the game, like, he has the most passion for, and he's actually told, like, the really, really awesome story of, like, he, you know, kind of lost his mom, or his last good memories of his mom were playing Donkey Kong Country 2 together.
Aww.
So at that point, he's already said, like, the last episode of The Completionist will be a review of Donkey Kong Country 2 Diddy's Conquest. And so at that point, since you're a Let's Player, people have already asked, and they've asked us, me and Draken Shadow too, my channel as well as Draken Shadows, like, what would you consider to be your last Let's Play? Like, if you had your most favorite game as your swan song, what would that be, and why would you pick it? Like, what would be the reasoning for it? Ouch, right?
That
I still can't answer it. Because, in essence, like, one of my most favorite games will be happening on Draken Shadow very soon.
Yeah,
so I was like, I'm not ending there.
Well, I mean, I was going to say my all-time favorite game I do plan on playing as a Let's Play, but it doesn't mean I'm going to be done after that.
Yeah. That's the thing, though. Is like, you know...
Well then, let's wrap up this crazy party.
You can't really judge that, because Gerard said he'd do that as an episode of The Completionist. Keep in mind, though, Gerard does a Let's Play channel, and I believe they've already done Donkey Kong Country 2.
Right.
So at that point, it's like, that didn't end. So it's kind of hard to answer that question, because Let's Plays can continue to go on as long as you can make them, you know?
You know, I don't want to cop out by copying your answer, but I mean, I haven't even been on my own solo channel for a full year yet. I can't even begin to imagine what type of person I'll be when it comes time for me to say, this is the final Let's Play.
This is my final hurrah.
This is it, and my legacy comes to an end at the end. I think my last Let's Play really has to be based around the type of person I am at that time, and really what I want to experience with my viewers at that point. So I don't know what that game is going to be. I can't gauge the type of person I'll be that when the day comes for me to say I am done.
Yeah, it's one of those things, like, I'm not trying to cop out on the answer, but it's so hard to consider when, like, you could definitely say, like, we're never going to play this game, and then that game gets suggested. And it's like, well, I don't want to ignore the suggestion, but I also don't want to admit that if I play this game, I'm done, kind of thing, because that's a hard thing to be able to do. Because you may still like what you're doing on YouTube, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it
So
makes
at that
complete and
point,
total sense.
It's kind of a different thing to consider, but it's still a good question.
No, it's a really good question. Maybe just for like shits and giggles. The Minish Cap. end and start with the Minish Cap.
There you go. That actually solves the problem for you, because then at that point you've gotten it out of the way.
Yeah, it's like, I know what I'm doing halfway through the Let's Play. You guys, I completely forgot. I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Yeah, exactly.
I have to rewatch my own Let's Play to figure out what to do next.